Okay, let's start the review here. I've put some things over here on Desmos that I wanted you to remember. When you see that percent mark in a problem, that means you're going to type it directly into Desmos. So if you look over here, I see the percent mark. Okay, it's right there. So that means we're going to type it directly into Desmos. So it says a local boutique needs to increase the price of all items by 15% due to rising costs. What will be the new price of the dress that currently costs $60? All right, so just like it says up here, we're going to start with the number before the percent. So 15% of, then we're going to put the number after the dollar sign, which is 60. That tells you how much they're going to increase the price by, but this wants the new price of the dress. So let's start with the price of the dress, just like it says here, and then we're going to add our answer from above. So that means your new price for your dress will be $69. All right, let's go to the next one. This one says that Alex wants to buy a video game that costs $59.99. Okay. The sales tax rate, so the tax rate is 8.25%. There's that percent we're looking for. Estimate, so that means we're going to get close, but not exact, to the amount of tax, just tax, that Alex will pay if he purchases the game. Well, we're going to do it two ways. First way is we're going to do it exactly the way the problem says. Now, we have to remember, though, it's telling us to estimate. So this isn't going to be exactly what it wants, but it's going to get us awfully close. And they want to know what the tax is. So right here, we're estimating, or we're actual tax, the real tax, is going to be $4.95. Okay? But what if we estimate? Let's do it right below. 8.25% is very close to 8%. Okay? And 59.99 is very close to $60. So that would be $4.80. But what if I estimated the tax to be 10? Then it would give you $6. So anywhere from 4.95 through 6 would be an answer for this question. All right, let's look at this next one. It says Sophia went to a restaurant where her meal totaled $40. That's how much her meal cost. The food and the service were great, so she wants to leave a 40% tip. Sophia sketched the model below to help with calculations, and it wants to know how much of a tip will Sophia leave. Well, I understand that they want you to use that model, but why wouldn't we just use Desmos? Because we know to put in the number before the percent first and then the number after the dollar sign. And that first line gives you tip. So, how much tip would they leave a server? They would leave them $16. But I'm also going to show you how you could have used the chart to find that out. If you know the whole thing is 40, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 boxes or 10 places in that model. Let's take $40 and divide by 10. That means each little block is $4. So let's go ahead and pretend we're going to put 4 in each one of those blocks, which is 10, 20, 30, 40%. Well, if you add 4 fours together, you get 16. So that's how you could do it using the model. But I would basically just do it in the calculator first and then answer the question using the model. All right, now this time we have something different. Look at this word, percent. It is spelled out. So when the percent is spelled out, we know it's going to be big minus small divided by original. Oh, I should have made that small instead of big. Times 100. That's what we do when we see the word spelled out percent. Okay, so let's go ahead and read it. It says, find the percent change in books read from June to July. So that's the only thing we're looking at, June to July. Okay, so it says label whether it's an increase or a decrease. First of all, if we read 4 in June and 7 in July, that's definitely an increase because the number of books went up, so we know it's an increase. But let's go ahead and put it in our calculator. The biggest number is 7. The smallest number is 4. Then we're going to divide it by the original. Well, June comes before July, so the original was 4. And then we're going to multiply by 100. So that means there was a 75% increase in the number of books read. All right, that's all for now, and we'll go on to the next one.